Well, the La Crosse Promise Committee is ready to roll out phase 2 of this project. La Crosse Mayor Tim Kabat joins us now to talk a little bit more in depth about how this will impact the city. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, pleasure to be here.
Well, this is a big concept.
It is.
And there are 40 cities across the country that are implementing some form of a promise, each promise program being unique to the individual cities. La Crosse is one of those 40 that are looking into doing this.
Right.
Where did this idea even begin?
Well, we really started the dialogue and the thoughts a few years ago based on what Kalamazoo, Michigan started, and that was a place-based scholarship where it was basically any student within the Kalamazoo school district, if they made it through high school and had certain other conditions, they were guaranteed a 4-year education. So we looked at that to see if that was something that could work here in La Crosse. And what gets me very excited is really the coupling of the educational component because of just how critical it is for pre-K through 12 and then beyond for a city, for neighborhood quality of life, and then to couple that with the neighborhood part of it and housing programs is just has a huge potential.
And what is so inspiring about the story in Kalamazoo, Michigan? What did it do, this Promise program, what did it do for them?
They saw actually an increase of people wanting to move back to Kalamazoo, to move back into the school district. They used it to market certain neighborhoods in Kalamazoo that were eligible for this scholarship. So they really saw it not only as an educational piece, but also as a way for economic development and to improve their city. And here in La Crosse, it would be very similar because residential uses, our housing basically makes up most of our tax base. And so again, if we can couple the idea of improving our housing, improving that tax base along with the education piece, it's one of those things where that snowball is just going to start rolling and it's going to have a lot of huge benefit.
As we mentioned, phase 1 has already been rolled out. The future centers
Correct.
are in the area high schools in La Crosse.
Yes.
Phase 2 now is kind of what's being talked about, and that's to build scholarships.
Correct.
How is that going to be done?
Well, basically, the concept is very simple. It's starting with if you build a new house within the city of La Crosse, you would be eligible for a scholarship. So it starts there, and then we look at the opportunities for people to rehabilitate existing homes, and then ultimately, again, to fund it so that we would have anybody that was a resident. So if you, again, lived in the city, lived in the school district, you would be eligible for some sort of scholarship. So it starts with the idea of investment into the city, and ultimately we'd like to have the funding so that if you were an existing resident that happened to have children in the school district, that it would still be eligible for you.
Some people might hear you say, build in the city of La Crosse. How is that possible? How many lots are available in the city of La Crosse for people to build on? I think we have a graphic.
Yeah, we do. There are a number. The city itself owns around 20 lots. There's other lots available through the local realtor listing service. So I mean, I believe the number is somewhere in the 40 range of available lots where people could build, and that's one of the things that we're trying to do with our programs is to make more lots available and basically offer the lot up to anybody that wants to build a house.
And we just saw a small sample of where some of those
Yes.
lots are. It's even bigger. There were a couple on the north side. That was
Correct.
what we just saw was kind of an image of some of the homes on the south side.
Right.
And those are available for people to build on.
That's correct.
All right. Well, we are out of time. I so appreciate
Sure.
your time today.
You bet. Thanks
Thanks
you.
for joining us.